Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will be revealing the inspiring stories of the top 10 celebrities who went from rags to riches. Even the most hopeless dreamers will get encouraged by these success stories because they serve as a reminder that despite how difficult the journey may appear, persistence, positivity, and hard effort may sometimes pay off. Before we dive deep into the world of luxury, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so that you never miss another amazing video from us. So without any delay, let's jump into the video. Number 10. Chris Pratt. Net worth $90 million. Before becoming the star of Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, Pratt was a college dropout who lived in a van in Hawaii. Pratt claimed that he was fortunate. He claims that he had low ambitions throughout his life rather than bad luck. The reports quoted him as saying, "We just drank and smoked drugs and worked minimal hours, 15 to 20 hours per week, just enough to cover gas, food, and fishing supplies. It was a wonderful moment, you know." Number 9. Demi Moore. Net worth $220 million. After finding out how she got started, her assessed value signifies even more. The self-described trailer park kid spent her entire life moving around with her alcoholic parents. At age 16, she stopped attending school and left the violent family. Before landing a supporting role in 1981's Choices, she worked as a model and a debt collector, making all her risks worthwhile. In a 2007 interview, she said, "We didn't have a lot of money, but we weren't rich either. I had no experience with acting prior to starting this job. I had so developed by taking the chance. I had nothing to fear and everything to gain." Number 8. Justin Bieber. Net worth $295 million. The 28-year-old burst into the scene in 2009 with his hit single One Time, and today he has a net worth that is beyond anything he could have ever anticipated. Prior to its debut, he was residing with his single mother in Canada, who wasn't exactly earning as much money as Bieber is accustomed to now. In an interview, he recalled, "I remember being in restaurants with my mother, and she'd make me buy water instead of soda. I remember being poor and getting mocked by other children. I can recall needing a drink so badly. And I also recall how happy I was to be able to use my first large paycheck to help take care of my mother." Although they have since split up, his mother gained a tidy sum of money on her own by writing a book on raising the famous child. Number 7. Leonardo DiCaprio. Net worth $310 million. Leonardo DiCaprio was an underprivileged child growing up on the fringes of Los Angeles before becoming one of the biggest names in Hollywood and starring in box office hits like Titanic, The Revenant, and The Wolf of Wall Street. The actor thinks that growing up around a lot of poverty, drug use, and violence has given him the ability to portray the darker aspects of humanity in his works. He has starred in numerous Oscar-winning movies, all of which undoubtedly contributed to a portion of his estimated net worth. But before he began spending lavishly on boats and celebrity-studded vacations, he was simply trying to ensure that his parents could make ends meet. Number 6. Dolly Parton. Net worth $650 million. Icon of country music, Dolly Parton grew up in abject poverty. She was brought up in a small, one-room hut in the woods with dirt flooring. Reportedly, she said that her parents worked very hard to stretch every dime. Despite her increasing wealth, old habits are hard to break. "If I'm considering spending a lot of money on clothing or furniture, I stop myself and think, I can't spend so much money on one thing. My poor old daddy could have raised his family 5 years on that," Parton said in an interview about her current lifestyle versus that of a poor child. Number 5. Celine Dion. Net worth $800 million. The youngest of 14 siblings, Canadian-born Celine Dion was raised in harsh conditions. Her family struggled as they tried to provide for Dion and her brothers. Dion said in an interview, "We were 3, 4 in the same bed. My apartment lacked a bedroom. Before entering the bedrooms, there was a small slope up the stairs. My bed was there too." Dion eventually became aware of her musical talent and started giving short local performances. With successes like My Heart Will Go On and It's All Coming Back to Me Now, she continued to ascend the charts. Number 4. JayZ. Net worth $1.6 billion. Beyoncé's husband was raised in a Brooklyn housing project where dreams of financial success were frequently unreachable. He sold narcotics during his time in high school, joining a large number of his classmates in that activity. Despite the challenging circumstances we faced, my mother managed to juggle everything. We occasionally paid the phone bill, the electricity bill, and the gas bill. He provided a thorough explanation in a 2013 interview. We were eating, thus we weren't in need of food. However, it was more about not wanting to embarrass yourself when you went to school, not wanting to wear the same clothing every day, or not wanting to have dirty sneakers. And fracture was unavoidable. It was present everywhere. He ultimately decided to leave everything behind in order to concentrate only on music, which he was juggling with dealing at the time. Number 3. Oprah Winfrey. Net worth $3.5 billion. The wealthy media tycoon had a more difficult beginning than most. She was moved between family members who lived in boarding rooms and on remote farms. She grew up in potato sacks since her family couldn't afford clothes, and she had to deal with both sexual assault and early teenage pregnancy. She left those awful circumstances behind to live with her father in Tennessee, where she rose to the status of a model student and well-liked colleague. What follows is history. Despite a tough beginning, her aspirations and goals came true. She now ranks among the wealthiest people on the planet and possesses all the material goods you could possibly desire. Number 2. Steve Jobs. Net worth $10.2 billion. Steve Jobs was born into poverty, despite the fact that he is today regarded as one of the greatest minds in contemporary history. Young working-class parents of Jobs had a hard time providing for him and making ends meet. Paul and Clara Jobs, another couple, quickly took him in. Even as a child, Jobs was enthralled by computers. He didn't enjoy formal education though. After quitting college after his first semester, he began working for the gaming company Atari. Later, Jobs and Steve Wozniak built the original Apple computer together. Initially, the pair raised money for their business venture through unconventional means. Jobs sold his Volkswagen van, and Wozniak sold his cherished scientific calculator. Jobs was worth $1 million by the age of 23. He was at the time the youngest person on the list of the richest persons in the nation. He earned $10 million in the US by the age of 24 and reached the $100 million milestone by the age of 25. He was valued at $7 billion when he passed away in 2011 at the age of 56. Number 1. Larry Ellison. Net worth $111 billion. For his business innovation, Larry Ellison deserves praise from everybody who has ever worked in an office. He is one of the wealthiest billionaires in the world and the creator of Oracle. Oracle essentially controls the market for software systems. It is the owner of well-known firms like PeopleSoft, Taleo, Pillar Data Systems, and others. When the billionaire businessman was a child growing up in a working-class household in Chicago's South Side, it's doubtful he ever imagined he'd be on a list with people like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. But he serves as evidence that even college dropouts may prosper. With this, we come to the end of this video. What do you think about these celebrities? Are you able to imagine that these megastars could have been poor once? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and keeps us motivated to create more amazing videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button so that you never miss another amazing video from us.